Hello, my name is Adolfo Neto, and today I'm going to solve an advent of code problem, the 2024 day one problem. And I'm going to be helped by AI, maybe ChatGPT, maybe Claude, I'm not sure. I'm going to use Elixir as the programming language. And so first thing I'm going to do, let me share my screen here. I'm going to share my full screen. Yes, and I'm going to put myself here. Okay, so I'm going to open a terminal. Let me increase the font, and I'm going to just let me stop here and go back after I finish. Okay, I'm used to using this project here, which I have on GitHub for that. So I'm going to create a 2024 folder, and I'm going to create a day 01 project for Advent of Code day one. Okay, let me open Visual Studio Code, and that's it. Now I have to go to the Advent of Code website, which is adventofcode.com 2024. And here, today is December the 2nd, but I'm going to do day one. And I'm going to read the description. Okay, so I read the description. It talks about a chief historian, senior historians, but the main point is that you have two lists, which are location IDs, but this is not relevant to us. You must get those two lists, sort them. So this one is going to be 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, and 4. And this one is going to be 3, 3, 3, 4, 5, 9. And then, given those two lists, you have to subtract them by one by the other. So for instance, 1, 3. 3 minus 1, 2. 2, 3. 3 minus 2, 1. 3, 3. 3 minus 3, 0. And then I believe the next one is 3, 2, but here it is 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. So 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 5. The sum of all those numbers is 11. Okay, so this is the test input. What I like to do is I usually do like something like this. I like using test-driven development. So the test input is this in Elixir. In Elixir, long strings are separated by 3 quotes. And then you do task 1. Every day has 2 tasks. Task 1, test input. The result is going to be 11. So I just open a terminal here. We do mix tests. Is not going to work, of course, because I didn't do anything. But if I were following test-driven development by the book, I would do that and then create another test. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Problem task 1 description. This is the test that comes with the text 1 description. And then I might create a different one. Let me, oh, I could do something partial here. So it's 1, no, 2, 3, 4. You see, 2, 3, 4 left side, and the other is 3, 4, 5. So it's 1, 1, 1. The result is 3. So if I run the task 1 second test, if I run mix test, then it's going to give me an error. Okay, so now what do I have to do? I have to be able here, if I get here an input, I must be able to get two lists, list 1 and list 2 from the input. Get lists from the input. And to get these lists from the input, it's very easy. So my goal here is also to use ChatGPT or something like that for solving the problems, even though I might not need here, but write a program in Elixir that reads a string containing 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and returns. Let me try something like this, and returns 1, 3, 56, and the other one is going to be 2, 4, 78. Let's see. So it creates for me a parse input function. Let me try to use it there. So this one is going to get the input, split it using /n, and trim through to ignore some spaces, and then is going to split again using the space here. Oh, one nice thing that you can do now with Elixir is using dbg. So I'm going to do ix minus s mix. Let me change my position here. Let me hide myself just for a moment. No, it's this way. Okay, and it's using get lists, but I prefer get lists. Parse input is too generic. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use this, copy. Yes, and then I'm going, oh, but I see, no, get list is not private. So day01 dot get lists from test input. Oh, it's not working. No clause matching anonymous function day1 get lists. Why? No function clause matching in anonymous. There. So maybe what I have to do here is to comment this and do a dbg here and reload day one. Okay, so now we can see that it's the solution given by ChatGPT is not working because it's not removing this. So if I split, because you see, if I split this, oh, it has more spaces than, yes, because, so see, this was my fault actually, because the original problem has 2 or 3 or 4 spaces here. 1, 2, 3, 3 spaces, and I put 1 space on ChatGPT. So I just have to fix it here. Put 3 here, and then reload. Yes, it's, oh, but it's going to convert it into integer. Reload, get lists. Okay, 342 435. 342 435. Okay, and now all I have to do here is to enum sort list 1, enum sort list 2, and then do a different sum. Yes, no, the goal here is to use ChatGPT. So now I'm going to use ChatGPT. Where is my ChatGPT? Okay. Okay, now I have 2 lists. So let me say 1, 2, 3, and 5, 4, no, 48, and 50. And I say they are sorted. I want this. For 5 minus 1 plus 48 minus 2 plus 50 minus 3. Let me put here just so that it doesn't think that they are always 1, 2, 3. Yes, summing the difference. So it does a zip, it calls enum reduce, it sums. Yes, good solution. So let me go, where's Visual Studio Code here? So I have this calculate list, calculate. Okay, now I can do a mix test. You see, it passed in both tests, so it's probably right. How do I know if it's actually working? So I can do something like this. Task 1, my input test. Task 1, with my input. So what I'm going to do here is to put this input here. It's going to be huge, but I don't care. Okay, now I run mix test. It's going to say it's wrong, but it's going to give me this number. And then I submit here. If it says, oh, you got a star, the solution is correct. That's not the right answer. Your answer is too low. So I did something wrong. It's fun that the solution is maybe because there are something here which is not shouldn't be negative. I don't know, but ACC plus B minus A. Maybe I should be able to see both lists here. So let me put here a DBG for these two lists. No, I should see the DBG for both. The problem is that they are going to be very large lists. I don't know how DBG deals with that. So list 1, list 2, 1, 2. Yes, it seems that the second list always has larger numbers. So maybe the right test here is very ugly. This the right test here is to use a very small. Can I just ignore a test? No, it's probably possible, but let me do this for tests. Small sample do, and then I'm going to put test input here equals let me format this. So here it says that, oh, it's minus. It shouldn't be minus, right? Yes, but okay, the problem, let me do this. 100, 200, 300, and 400, and do this 200, 300, 400, 500. The solution should be 400. Yes, it works. Why is not working for the input? Let me try to copy and paste again. Maybe I did something wrong here. same number. So there is some deeper problem that I'm not able to find right now. Just a minute. So I'm going to try to use this here. Maybe that's the problem. And mix test. Yes, it gave me a different number. So I'm going to try. That's the right answer. So it was kind of advent of code's fault that they didn't tell me, they didn't left it explicit in the description that the difference could be negative, and then you would have to use the absolute value. But okay, that's how advent of code works. I should have, if it's distance, there's no negative distance. So, okay, now we're going to the second part. Let me read it. So the first thing I'm going to do is to refactor my code, and I'm going to ask ChatGPT, how do I read the contents of a file into a string in Elixir? You can read, use the file read. Yes, very easy, but long time so I just have to do this. If it works, it's going to work for the name of file is my input.txt, and the right answer for me, only for me, is 358 no, 3508942. Mix test. Oh, mix test. Error. Went. Oh, maybe because it's inside the lib. Review in Explorer view. No. Copy relative path. Yes, the problem is that I don't want it to use. Let me put this inside test. Okay. Test. Okay, now it's working. I don't need the DBG anymore here. Mix test again. Okay, it's working and it's clean. Now I can go to the description again, and yes, I didn't finish yet, so let me finish reading it. So task 2 calculates a thing called similarity score. So if you have a 3 here in the left list, it tries to find this number here in the right side. As it finds it 3 times, the similarity score for this element is 3. No, it's 3 multiplied by 3. So let me just do that. So I wrote some tests here, and I'm going to try to see if ChatGPT is able to identify what I'm trying to implement. So let me see. Given these tests, can you implement similarity score /2 similarity computer score based on how many elements in the given list are equal to the first argument and multiplies that count by the first argument. Yes, it's right. That's what I wanted. So I just check and list in count list, okay, and multiplied by count. Perfect. So I just have to, first I do mix test. Wrong. Okay. Only one. Oops. And just add here. Okay. And now I'm going to ask ChatGPT. Where is my ChatGPT? Again. It's here. Okay. Now I want to calculate the sum. Let me check first. Do I need the sum of all the first? Yes, it's the sum of all similarity scores. The sum of all similarity score for the elements in a list. This is going to be task 2. Okay, it's doing something wrong, which is this unique remove duplicates, because I don't want that, but the rest is okay. So I just have to change, and this is going to be task 2. And I don't need this because I don't want to do this to unique. I'm going to use the same input they have here. Is it the same input? Let me find here. 342 133. 342 133 435 393. Oops, 435 393. Right, and the result is going to be 31. Okay, so I'm going to put here, it's going to be 31, it's going to be task 2, description test, and then just run. Failure. Oh, the problem is that I still don't have the lists here for task 2 before calculating the similarity score. I need to get the lists. I don't need to sort here. So actually I need the input here. I get the lists, and this one is list 1, this one is list 2. I believe that's the solution. Okay, it's right. Now I have to do what I did here. Task 2 with my input, and same thing here. Task 2, it's going to give a different number here, but that's probably going to be my solution, this large number here, which I test on Advent of Code site. That's the right answer. Perfect. So that's it. Where's my... So I'm going to share with you the link. Copy link. I'm going to close ChatGPT. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to do mix formats, mix test again. I need to change the test because the test should be mix test again. Okay, mix format. Okay, I believe the tests are... Oh, it's also a good practice to put the link to Advent of Code. Where's my Visual Studio Code? Mix format, mix test, git add dot, git commit -m, Advent of Code 2024, day 1, git push. Okay, that's it. If you think it was useful for you, please tell me in the comments. If it was not useful, please tell me too. And see you in the next video. Bye bye.